We should, like, you know how when you were in school and you didn't feel good, you just like raise your hand and you're like, can I go to the nurse? And they're like, yeah.
Right, right, right.
Go to the nurse. Why did that stop after school? Like, why isn't that in every office building in every place in America?
You're
Like,
saying a
why?
nurse?
Yeah, there should be the nurse, and not even just office
Every
buildings. Like Walmart should have one, the grocery store should have one. Like, there should be a nurse everywhere where you could
I'm
just be
I'm
like,
fortunate because I live with one. My fiance's a nurse, so I feel you. I think she
you
should be
have it
everywhere I go.
everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere I go.
Like if you're in the office building, you're like, look, I don't feel good. I got a headache. You should be able to go to someone. They'll give you my
Agreed.
Lanta, that like peppermint, like chalky shit. Like you lay it on the table for like 10 minutes and then you go back to
Nope.
work.
I
And they're like,
don't
all right, why don't
disagree.
you just, yeah. I mean, or they can be like, hey, we're gonna call your mom to come pick you up. Like,
Yeah. Dude, that's
I'll
actually,
take it.
now you say that, I'm 38 years old. I randomly the other day, I'm driving for work. I'm driving a big old van. I like wipe my nose to be like, that feels weird because it's all warm. I have been having a nosebleed, massive.
Really?
I wasn't picking my nose. I didn't put any drugs in there. And it's like all over my sweatshirt and it won't stop. I stick like 2, 3 tissues up there,
Wow.
not stopping. And I, for a second, don't know what to do because my company doesn't have a nurse. And so I call like a friend of mine. He doesn't answer. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I call my mom. My mom's
I
like,
read a,
hello? And I'm like,
I read a
hey,
magazine, so I'm certified. You have high blood pressure.
do I? Is that what happened? It only
Could
happened
be, man.
once.
Once? Oh, just once?
Just one time out of nowhere, and I wasn't picking my nose. Like I even called my mom and specified that specifically as soon as it started. I was like, I wasn't picking
Justin,
my
if you're
nose.
picking your nose, you can tell us.
I would admit it. I was like, Mom, I wasn't picking my nose. I wasn't doing any drugs. I have a nosebleed. It's not stopping. And like, you know how like it bleeds a lot? I was like getting there. I
Yeah.
was like,
Did you tell your mom you weren't doing any drugs?
yeah, I told my mom. I'm very honest with
All right.
Well, I'm a
him.
nurse
Don't lie to
by
your mom.
injection. I'm a nurse by injection.
That counts. We need nurses in public more. That's all. We have all these what do
I
they
don't
call those
disagree.
places? The not like rapid health.
No, it's called care something. What is it called?
Yeah, they're the
Urgent
worst.
care.
Urgent care. We
Urgent
don't need
care.
that.
Urgent
Every
care.
place, Wawa should have a nurse. Subway should have a nurse.
I don't
Every office
disagree.
building should have a nurse.
So when you go to Subway, you notice when you go to Subway, Popeyes, Wawa, it's like that sodium warning that we get now. Yeah.
Like,
It's
hey,
not-
by the way, there's nothing in here that you should eat. I mean, you can come in here and eat, but for the record,
For the
legally,
record.
you should not eat
Legally.
anything in here.
Hey, what's up
For
with
the
Panera
record,
Bread and the
yeah.
lemonade? I was running to work today. They had this
Panera.
they had to put the lemonade behind the counter now because apparently somebody's dying.
Well, they
from
had
the,
free refills and somebody went ham.
Yeah,
All it
they
takes is
would've
one
had it.
person to go ham on the lemonade, and now
Dude,
no one can
that's
have
just-
lemonade.
Dude, that's the story of everything. Don't even get me started about our.
It's because we don't have nurses in public anymore.
Nurses, I agree.
We need nurses.
We need
This isn't a
we need to give
question.
nurses more money, man. We need another reason to give them even more money.
Bull, well, here's the thing. So the only issue with that is if you remember, like when I was a kid, when I went to public school, like that lady who I was going to and trusting my life with, who would give me my Lanta, that pepperminty milk
Yeah.
chalky shit,
My
wasn't
Lanta.
a registered nurse. She wasn't a
She wasn't.
doctor. She was
No, she's just
someone's
someone's
mom who was
Yeah.
bored and at school.
Yeah. So remember I said about the trade, about the vocational, right? So you get nursing degrees back then from high school, I just found out. Like you could have a certified nurse, not a certified nurse, but they were letting them come out of high school or just getting them certificates to be nurses. And that's who was probably giving you the medicine.
I was like, that's just Paul's mom. This isn't a nurse. I remember being in like 3rd or 4th grade, going to the nurse one day because I was a frequent nurser. Loves
Yeah.
getting out of class for the nurse, and the nurse wasn't there, and there was like a substitute nurse. And I was
Wow.
like, the nurse isn't at school today. Shut the school down. Why is any of us here? If the nurse isn't here, why are we here? What do you mean the
Yeah.
nurse is out
How are we
today?
gonna survive? What is
Are you
going
trying to
on?
This
call
building
Johnny
is gonna
Doctor?
burn to the ground without a
Hey,
nurse.
Johnny, I
in it.
got some good information.
Then I found out it was just some guy's mom. And I'm like, damn it.
Wow. Perpetrating the fraud.